Hi there, this is Jordan from Rapido Trains Inc. Just doing a little bit of light reading on Northern Pacific's North Coast Limited. Speaking of which, we have our Northern Pacific HO scale Day-Nite coaches. We announced these back in the fall of 2023, and to be honest, the orders have not been really good. The North Coast Limited is a train people have been asking for years, and no one has done an accurate NCL in plastic. So this was actually the first car that we anticipate, hopefully, in a series of NCL passenger cars. This is the Day-Nite coach. This was a series of, about 11 or 12 cars that were built in 1946-47. Now, these coaches are an essential part of every NCL. They were right at the head end, just behind the baggage and RPOs, and could be seen on every North Coast Limited. They were a step above a standard coach, so you had your deluxe seats. There was 56 seats in total, and they could be seen on the train right from Chicago all the way to the West Coast to Seattle and whatnot. So we haven't tooled these cars yet, but we do have our very beautiful renders done by our own Jeremy, who just happens to be behind the camera there. And this gives you a look at what these cars could look like. You have the inside swing hanger trucks, the correct window shapes and everything. I think it's a 3-foot window that NP used on all of their Day-Nite coaches. We've got the usual level of Rapido detail, separately applied grab irons and handrails, full interior detailing, full track-powered lighting, SMD lighting in every single car, full underbody detail correct for the NP Day-Nite coaches, and much more. So in terms of the paint schemes for the North Coast Limited Day-Nite coach, we have either the streamlined scheme, more popularly known as the Pine Tree scheme, and starting in '53, they started to get the Raymond Loewy two-tone green paint scheme, which was used on the NCL right through the 50s and 60s and into the early 70s as well. These cars were owned by the Northern Pacific, but there was also a couple of cars that were sub-owned and lettered for the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy. And we are also including these two cars in this release. We also have, with the Northern Pacific Railroad Historical Association, some custom road numbers that we are doing for them as well. And I believe that includes the CB&Q sublettered cars. So if you go to their website, you can order those, or the rest are also available through rapidotrains.com or through your retailer. Now, once again, this is an essential North Coast Limited Northern Pacific coach. If this project is successful, we have more NCL cars that we want to do in the future. We've got the various dome cars that no one has ever done correctly in plastic, and many of the other cars on the train. You've got Traveler's Rest, you've got some of the sleeping cars, maybe even the OBS car too. So if you really want these cars, if you're a fan of the NCL, if you're a fan of the NP, get your orders in by January 15th, 2024. That is coming up very soon. And if this is successful, once again, we will continue on with more cars for the NCL. Well, thanks once again for joining me. We'll be back very soon for another video. Bye now.
Lunatics!